Now I'm going to talk about two different kinds of tools that are very similar except for one particular thing, and that is how they select. These are the magic wand or fuzzy select tool, and this one called the color select tool or select by color. And they are similar in many ways, and here's how it works. Okay, now the color select tool, I'm going to go over here, will select any color that is within a range. So if I say wanted to select my 2 feet in this one right here, what I would do is click on that. I click on my foot. Notice it selects parts of it. Now it's selecting a very narrow scope of color. So what I need to do is I need to increase that because I want more selected. So I'm going to go down here. Notice again, if you select something, the options for it are right down here. I'm going to move the threshold up. Do it this way. Yeah, there you go. I don't think above 50 is going to be any useful. Sometimes 30 is good enough, but let's just, and it doesn't have to be on 50. It can be, 46. Okay, so I'm going to click on the color again. Okay, now notice it selected a lot more, but not as much as I wanted. So yeah, maybe I should up the threshold again. So, and you can do it over here with the arrows. So I'm up to 79 now. So I'll click on that. Okay, now maybe I've gone a little bit too far. I've selected. You can see that there are parts of the blanket that are selected as well. And this gets kind of problematic because if I hit, well, let's see, if I hit delete, of course I'm going to delete everything that I selected, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go Control-Z, invert, Control-I, hit delete, and you can see what I've selected. Okay, now notice it didn't select the bandage. It just selected my feet, and not all of my feet because there was a darker area here that it didn't select. And all of this sort of stuff on the outside here is also going to show up in the picture as kind of remnants, and you don't want that. So what to do? Well, there are several things you can do. First of all, let's undo this. And this is where if you had a color that was sort of uniform throughout, it would be a lot easier. But what we're going to do is we're going to try it with the fuzzy select. Now the fuzzy select will select everything that is that color, but not, notice when I selected 1 foot, it selected both feet. The fuzzy select tool is a little bit different in that it will only select everything that is within that particular, which is touching that particular color. In other words, well, you'll see, if I differentiate between blue, I'm going to go over here to this one, fuzzy select. If I differentiate between, notice that this side isn't selected anymore. So the difference is the color select tool selects everything in the picture of the same color. So if I had clouds in the sky, let's say I had 10 clouds in the sky, the color select tool would select all the clouds in the sky. The fuzzy select tool would only select the one cloud that I clicked on if it was surrounded by blue. So here is where we have this. Now I'm going to move the threshold up, way up on this one, and click. And whoa, I think that was a little bit too much. That was 158. I think maybe I should move the threshold much further down. Let's move it to 100 and click on my foot again. Okay, so there you go. I've got a perfect selection of my foot. And if I want to select more than one thing, let's say I want both feet, I go right over here to add to current selection. And there you go. I've got both feet. Now there's a little bit of a remnant down here that I didn't get. There's some of it, so I can move this up a little bit more if I want. Just put it to there and try again. Okay, it seems to be missing just a little bit, so I can just keep doing that. All right, so notice it hasn't selected anything outside of what I selected. And I can hit the Control-I, invert, and then the delete key. And there you have both feet. Again, since it's a white background, I go up here to color to alpha, And again, it says, oh, you want to take white? Because I can choose other colors too to make to turn clear, but I don't want to, so I'm going to cancel. Click OK, and there's my 2 feet. Now, let's go over here, and I'm going to show you how it doesn't work. Again, we've got a wood floor that is not too far off the color of my skin when you compare it to the chair that I'm on. So if I try to do this, notice it's selecting all kinds of weird stuff. What it did is it selected my legs, it selected the floor, and it even selected part of the shadow right here, or the reflection of my leg on the leather. I can narrow it down a little bit, bring it down to, let's say, 50-ish. Again, click on my feet. And once again, you can see it's gotten part of the floor and so forth. So this kind of selection tool really only works when you've got a distinct difference in color between what you're selecting and what it's right next to. And well, that's about it. So you just want to make sure that that's what you're going to do. Is you this thing that I had right here with the blue, the very dark blue background made it a lot easier for me to do what I was doing. And again, if you want to multiple select, you can click right here to add the current selection. And this allows you to use the magic wand tool to select more than one thing, as you would have with this tool right here. And you can also select more than one thing with this one as well. Going back to this one, if I go up here to edit, select none. If I go to multiple select, wow, that worked really well. But I don't think it selected the white. Oh, it might have. Well, try it out, have some fun with it, and good luck.